So here's the Lowrider S, going on a group ride, but I just need to go round the block on my own just to get the feel of it before we go out. It's got a stage 1 on it, so it's going to be, I know it's a pretty loud bike, so let's see. First impressions are really cramped with the mid controls, really high. I am only 5'6", 5'7" on a good day, and it's yeah, a completely different experience. Completely different with the mid controls. And the bars are just strange as well. They seem to be angled forward, which after the sport glide, which sweeps back at you, it's just strange, very strange. So here we go. Throughout with the Sportster S, a Fat Bob, and the Lowrider S with the Street Glide on the front. So yeah, obviously it takes a bit of getting used to with the mid controls. My knees are really high, as you can see. They're really loud with the stage 1. It's fun. You can throw it around a lot more than the Sport Glide, certainly. I think it's got a bigger lean angle, but I think that's got a lot more to do with the mid controls. You just feel more able to sort of flick the bike around. tight roads, and the brakes are really bitey as well with the dual disc front brakes. Yeah. What I will say, I've only been riding this for 10 minutes and I already start feeling my back. So it's where I'm leaning forward, stretching for these bars. And I think that my back is because of the pegs are so high that I feel like my knees around my chest. And the rear brake pedal is so low. So low. It's like really difficult to actually engage it. It sounds good. Yeah, it's great, it's great. It's not for me, because my legs are killing me, my hips are killing me already. And it's only, I could only do short trips on this, I couldn't do anything of any distance. But it's a great fun, I would say, round town bike, more like that. Wants to pull and pull and pull, that's for sure. And I've got to be honest, now my hips are feeling a little bit more relaxed. I think I've just got used to the different riding position, but I still wouldn't want to do it for a long term or a long time riding, but yeah, I'm not in pain anymore. My back and my hip seem to have adjusted, so we've got rid of that problem. But that's the thing when you try new bikes, where before I was just coming from like naked bikes and you sat on one naked bike to the other and it was basically the same. Few minor differences, the ergonomics were roughly the same, but with Harleys it's like they're all so different. The different types of seat, handlebars, foot peg positions, it's just like weird. So every time you jump onto a new bike it's a whole new learning curve. But yeah, it's enjoyable, and I can see why people rave about it, certainly. But I must say quickly, shout out to Lind, Harley Davidson Guildford, for arranging this demo day. Really good. So they had a pick of about 6 or 7 bikes, 3 time slots, and you choose what you want. As long as it wasn't pre-booked, then yeah, you go out with the axle on this 50-60 mile trip on each bike. Give you a good idea of what it's like. So yeah, brilliant. Because whenever I've been out on a test ride on my own, you're not sure of the area, you don't want to go too far, but this is a great way to do it personally. And you know, if you're having problems, you've got the other guys here to help out. But yeah, shout out to Lind, Guildford, Harley Davidson. and especially Aaron, the dealer principal, because what I did is when I sent my request, I messed up the bikes I wanted and the times, so I just done the contact us, and it was a WhatsApp. Sunday night, I think it was, about 7-8 o'clock at night. I wasn't expecting any sort of response till Tuesday, because they don't open on Mondays here. Harley Davidsons don't open on Mondays in the UK. So I thought, okay, fine, no problem, I'll get a reply on Tuesday. And within half an hour on Sunday night, Aaron was back on with me. He said, yep, no problem, I've sorted that for you. I've allocated you to Laurent, the sales guy. Just come in half an hour before, do the paperwork, and you go out on the 2 bikes you've chosen, which is the Lowrider S and Road King Special. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So if ever you need anything with Harley Davidson and you're in the Surrey area, don't hesitate to pop down and see Lynn, Harley Davidson in Guildford, and I'm sure they'll sort you out. Look at all the potholes on our roads. That's what I miss about Spain. The roads in Spain compared to the UK was just amazing. So this is Surrey Downs, very picturesque. So if you're ever in the UK in the south and you're on a motorbike, even if you're not, ride round or drive through Surrey Downs, really, really picturesque. But here we are in the middle of summer, and you see what the weather's like. That's the one thing about the UK or England, is you can never rely on the weather. So I think we're coming to the end of this test ride, I think. So what do I think? What's my verdict? Well, obviously I've only ever ridden a couple of soft tails on the Harley range before, which was the Sport Glide, which I've got, and the soft tail Slim. This is a completely different animal. So yeah, very, very torquey, as they all are, but it feels very planted, very flickable, and I think that's got to do with the mid pegs and the aggressive position, the aggressive riding position. The bars are virtually straight, you're leaning forward into the bike. So yeah, very, very different, very pokey, lots and lots of talk for ages and ages and ages. You can keep going and going and going. But for me, no. Maybe 15-20 years ago I would have loved it, but now no, it's not so comfortable for me. As I've said many times as we've been going round, it's the ergonomics are not right for me at all. But really, a really great bike, fun bike. I can see why people love it, but not for me. But there we go. So honest opinion, I can see the appeal, and I see it's a real fun bike, but for me it just doesn't tick the right boxes. So yeah, but if you want to try it for yourself, don't take my word for it, head off to your local Harley dealer. If they've got a demo or a second hand one, I'm sure they'll let you demo it. Get out and see for yourself, because that's the only way. Alright, I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.